Hi, I'm Glenn Fiorello, and these are my thoughts, not in any church per se. I wish it was. But, question. Will you care if one day a group of you are at your downtown square and you're praying the Lord's Prayer and you're told if you continue to pray, you'll be arrested? Will you care if one day your church or synagogue you go to attend services and the doors are locked? It could happen. Will you care if one day the windows of your church, your house of worship, your synagogue are boarded up? Will you care if one day you go to your church property or synagogue and it's burned to the ground? COVID for me was a litmus test. It showed they could close our churches. A lot of us were not able to go to worship our loving God. If you can control the churches, if you can control the God, who the God is going to be in people's lives, you can control the world. And I think the COVID was a litmus test. It showed that they could control us. Our churches were closed, our houses of worship were closed. Convinced me based on their stand regarding abortion, same-sex marriage, knowing more than a loving God. By that I mean God created you as a man or woman in his image and likeness, and you may have been created man, but you know better than God you should be a woman. Convinced you all these unnatural acts that are taking place, the lifestyles and the cultures, that all that is okay. I don't believe it is for 1 second. I would love for people in the churches and synagogues where the pulpit would preach something along these lines and ask one simple question. Please convince me that the people in Washington, D.C. and our government that approve of what I've just said, closing the churches, etc., that that's a good thing, and try to stay on track. I'm very concerned, and I hope you, after listening to this, also are concerned. And we really do need to put pressure on our churches. It's time. It's time to take a stand for him. He took a stand for us. He gave up his life, a terrible death on that cross. I think it's about time we took a stand. God love you, and think about it.